What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is more confusing than anything else, okay? But I'm still excited for it, don't get me wrong. But a report from 9to5Mac actually just came out, and the report says, report says Apple to release new iPhone SE with 4.7-inch display in spring of 2020. Now, this kind of aligns with what we saw earlier. We saw like potentially Apple could make the iPhone SE 2, but it would have a bigger screen, whatever the case is. But this report kind of confuses me more than it really fixes anything, in my opinion. Now, reading the report, it says a report from Nikki, I actually don't know the name. It says the company is planning to launch a new 4.7-inch iPhone in the spring, which would be a spiritual iPhone SE successor, at least in terms of price point. So after reading a little bit more, we kind of see that potentially, again, these are all rumors, nothing is verified. So they're saying this new iPhone SE could have a 4.7-inch screen, which they're saying is similar, obviously, to the iPhone 8 design, 7 design, and 6S and 6 design. So we've already kind of seen this report. We were saying, okay, it could be that type of, design where it's just, internals are upgraded, but it's still kind of an SE because it's a smaller display and smaller phone than what we're currently seeing. But here's the other thing, okay? I don't think Apple would go and release a phone with huge bezels, with Touch ID, with all those different things, just with updated internals, because dude, I don't think they want to go through that backlash, because look at the Galaxy Note 10, look at the Galaxy S10, look at the iPhone XS and XS Max, even those things have the notches, but like they can do such a better job in terms of design. And if they're just going to continuously recycle that design, there's really no reason to do that at all. And that's where I'm kind of confused about, because Apple, this huge, multi almost $1 trillion company, whatever they're at, they have all these resources to go and change up the design of these phones, and it makes no sense for them to go and still use that old body type. If anything, they should go and at least keep that notch. The notch is fine with Face ID. They don't have to go all out and put Touch ID under the screen and all that stuff. And they can even keep an IPS panel. I think more people are worried about the size, but at the same time, people don't want phones that just look archaic and outdated, you know what I mean? Like the iPhone 8 stems from the iPhone 6 design, and that design came out in 2014. So we're going to have like a 5-year-old design on our phones. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. So that's one way to look at it. The other way to look at it is the way that I'm presenting it in my new renders and the renders that I'm showing you now, is that when you do have a bigger display, you can technically fit a bigger display in a smaller body because of the removal of the home button, the removal of the bezels on the side. And since it's measured diagonally, it doesn't really count the notch as bezel. So technically speaking, the phone that I'm showing you in my renders could be possibly, it could have a 4.7-inch display, depending on how you measure it. But I think this is the way Apple should go. They should invest the money into changing the design a little bit. It's not going to even cost that much money. They can keep Face ID, or even not even put Face ID, whatever the case is, but to keep that iPhone 8 design, it just seems so, it makes no sense to me. And the other thing is that once the new iPhones come out, the iPhone 11, 11 Pro, and 11 Pro Max, the older iPhones are going to get discontinued. So right now, Apple is still selling the iPhone 7, but once the new iPhones come out, the iPhone 7 is probably going to go out of the picture. So that means Apple is going to sell the iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and then what? Because they stopped selling the iPhone 10, so then are they going to sell the iPhone 10R at a cheaper price? Because if they do that and they don't just remove it altogether, they're probably going to end up selling that for like $650. So then what are they going to sell this potential new iPhone SE 2? Will they sell it for $550? And if that's the case, then what are they going to sell the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus at? Because those are all around the same price. So it really doesn't make too much sense for me. I don't know what they're going to do for this new release. If anything, I really hope they focus down on this body, perfect it as much as they can, and hopefully I would love to see it before spring 2020. I think that would make more sense for them to release it before or release at the same time, so they can kind of streamline their price point so they don't have a lot of gaps in pricing. But I guess it's whatever. But this is what we're seeing. Could it be a 4.7-inch display? Yes, I do think so, but I really hope they don't go with the iPhone 8's 4.7-inch display. And I hope they go with the renders that I'm showing you with, because I feel like every other way would just be so archaic, in my opinion. But that is pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys get that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.